There's only one way to make money. Give someone something they'd rather have instead of their money, something valuable. The value will flow from you to the person, the consumer, and their money will flow from the person to you, the producer. So the first key to making money as a producer is to change your definition of the job title. Producer doesn't mean any of the following: beat maker, audio engineer, AR, manager, promotion specialist, content creator. Those are skills that a producer must definitely have. They're like hats you've got to wear. But that is not what a producer is. Being a producer means one thing. It's a person who creates value for the consumer. There are all kinds of producers. Movie producers. The consumers they need to create value for are movie watchers. Agricultural producers. The consumers they need to create value for are people who eat food. Music producers. The consumers they need to create value for are people who listen to music. So let's dive deeper and talk specifically about our case. Creating value as a music producer. Your value is only as good as you are. The quality of your value as a producer is determined by the quality of human that you are. You can immediately become more valuable by improving the overall quality of you, the person. There are 3 amazing ways to immediately improve the quality of your health: journaling, exercise, and good sleep. Journaling improves mental health by creating order in your life. It's a good way to physically see the contents of your mind, and it's an amazing emotional and creative outlet. Even just 5 to 10 sentences each morning can change your life. That's exactly how the habit started for me, and I can tell you firsthand it has indeed been life-changing. Exercise is fundamental to a valuable human. Fitness is generally valuable because most people in the Western world are physically unhealthy. Poor physical health limits your maximum output of quality work. This diminishes the total amount of value that you can actually provide. You can instantly increase the quality and value of your work just by being more fit. Check out this blog post if you want some really good tips on that. Now, lastly, good sleep is non-negotiable. A few all-nighters here and there are fine. It happens, but chronic lack of sleep is so cognitively debilitating that it's viewed as worse than being drunk from a scientific point of view. Put the phone down, turn off the TV, and put the fork away. Use white noise, get blackout curtains. Do whatever you've got to do to get 6.5 hours of sleep every single night, as consistently as you possibly can. You'll only be at max 50% as valuable as you ever could be possibly if you aren't consistently getting good rest. Now let's talk about destroying limiting belief systems. First, we had to talk about building up our core value by becoming stronger mentally and physically. Then we use this new strength to launch an all-out war against our limiting belief systems. And yes, you must treat it as a war. The limiting beliefs are like an army of soldiers that have been working your entire life to keep you stuck. They have a lot of time on their side, which is why you need to be strong to face them. The most important belief system to take down is the mindset of lack. This is like the general of the limiting belief army. If we take him down, the rest of them will scatter and become that much easier to annihilate one by one. The mindset of lack is where the idea of market saturation comes from. That's when you'll hear other producers bitching and complaining about there being too many other producers. They think that this causes competition, which limits their ability to cut through the noise, and nothing could be more false. The truth is that there could be double as many producers there are right now. Triple, even 10 times, and there would still be no saturation. What we experience as saturation is actually just an ignorance of how to become more valuable to the marketplace. For example, the reason I'm not a billionaire music producer like Kanye is not because of market saturation. It's not because there are a bunch of other producers competing for space. No. It's because I haven't put in the years that Kanye has. I'm not a marketing genius like Kanye is. I haven't hustled to build valuable connections like Kanye has. I haven't built a billion-dollar brand like Kanye has. I haven't even won my first Grammy. Kanye's got like a bunch of them. Why? Because I don't understand how to build and position my value like Kanye does. And yes, I could blame it on saturation and say, there are too many other good producers for me to ever have a chance. But if that was my belief system, I never would have dropped out of school. I never would have went RISA Platinum in South Africa, and I never would have reached a place where I'm earning thousands of dollars each month doing something I love. The reason producers complain about saturation is because they don't know what to do to become more valuable to the marketplace, to the consumer. And here's the kicker, they aren't willing to learn. They are too lazy, or they've been trapped by the mindset of lack. It's a siege that they're in that they don't even know they're in. I don't know how to become as valuable as Kanye yet, but I do know how anyone can become better than 80% of all producers, because I've done that. Create value. Remember, money will naturally flow to value. So if we can understand the only thing holding us back is our own ignorance, we can accomplish anything. Ignorance is simply the evidence that there is some kind of knowledge that is lacking. It simply means that there is something that we do not know. In this case, you do not know how to become valuable enough as a music producer to earn money from the skill set. Here's how you fix that. Get good at making beats. It sounds simple the first time you hear it, and I get that. And hell, even AI can make pretty decent beats. But decent does not pay the bills. Decent is not going to win you awards. And decent sure as hell is not going to beat saturation. Everyone is decent. And that's why they think saturation is a real thing. They think that being decent makes them worthy of the consumer's money and attention, and that is utterly pitiful. You have to be better than decent. You've got to be good, damn good, and you do this by mastering the fundamentals. Melodies, mixing, which Centerfold can help you with, shameless plug. Drum syncopation, Centerfold, shameless plug. All of that is important. And yes, it takes time and effort. Shocker. But that's why most people prefer to bitch about saturation, because that's way easier than admitting that they're too lazy to put in the effort to figure out what they need to do to get better. But that is not you. You're going to put in the focused effort required. You're going to get better because you just got done kicking the mindset of lack in the ass and you're itching for more action. Once you get damn good, you need to pour on the gas. Master the fundamentals until you can do them in your sleep. Then develop your own style. Put your own spin on it. Develop your own unique blend of flavor. This is how your beats will automatically be valuable to any artist that comes across them. Not only will they sound amazing from a fundamental point of view, they'll also sound different than anything else they've heard. They will see the value in that, and you will get paid for that. Then you take it to the next level. There are a ton of producers who are going to benefit from the techniques that you've learned and created. You may even have unique ways of understanding concepts that can't be found anywhere else on the internet. That's actually how I started my YouTube channel that developed into my entire social media content strategy, by putting my literal learning lessons on video and into words. I never thought it would gain so much traction, but looking back, I understand why it has and continues to do so. Because it's valuable. And brands are built on creating value. Hopefully that's clear by now. If you want a tip on the best kind of content that any musician can create, here it is. Do literally anything related to making melodies. It's the most fun thing for people to watch because humans are naturally wired to enjoy melody. Don't reinvent the wheel, use the damn wheel. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Blessings.